Hi, everyone. Welcome to First Look. It's Friday. Yippee! I'm Katie Couric. This is Chris Dynan, and we were just going through the rundown and talking about what's on the show tonight. Obviously, Memorial Day, so we're doing a piece on travel to start with, right, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, travel is obviously huge this weekend, both air and driving. And with gas prices going through the roof at record highs, it's obviously impacting a lot of people. But it seems as if we're still going to get an enormous amount of people on the road, so we're going to take a look at all of that.
And Byron Pitts is doing the so-called bounce piece about how the higher price of gas is affecting the way people live.
Well, the piece is definitely about that, but also specifically about how they drive. The love affair with SUVs is kind of waning, and they're turning to smaller cars. They're downsizing their vehicles to get better gas mileage.
Also, Jim Axelrod is going to be doing a piece on immigration, and based on our CBS News New York Times poll, a lot of people are supporting immigration reform, which is good news for the president and that bipartisan team that cobbled that together.
Right. Well, the poll shows that some 90% of Americans want change, significant change. So there's tremendous pressure on Congress to act and get a deal.
We're going to have the latest on what's going on with those whales. How are they doing today?
Well, they're not in a great situation. There's fears that the prolonged time that they spent in fresh water is going to affect them and not allow their wounds to heal, which is obviously making it more difficult for them to orient themselves and get to where they want to be. So it's not a particularly happy story at the moment, but there's always hope.
And it's a sad story, but also a fascinating story from sort of a zoologist point of view or sort of scientific point of view, because of all these different techniques they tried, trying to play the sound of killer whales so that they would be afraid and go off to sea, and then weren't they using water hoses?
Well, today it's fire hoses to see if they could orient them. It seems that they know a lot less than they probably thought they did about whales and how they operate, and I think that this is a learning experience as much as a rescue effort.
And of course, because it's Friday, you know what that means, right, Chris?
Steve Hartman with Assignment America.
And he's going to tell us a little bit about his piece tonight. Go ahead, throw to him.
Steve, take it away.
This is Friday, Assignment America week, and this week the story that America chose to see, overwhelmingly I might add. A lot of times when we offer stories up for choices, it's kind of one will win over the other by a narrow margin. But this week, this story won by, I believe, 75% of the vote, which is huge. So obviously, we got the right story. And it's a story that's actually pretty big right now in Orlando, Florida. A lot of people know about it there, but we're giving the first national attention to it. Won't be the last national attention because I know that the Ellen DeGeneres show and ABC, they've been getting lots of calls for other people to tell this story. But basically, in a nutshell, it's about a homeless kid. He's 18 years old, and he lives actually in this building right here. He calls it a pool house because it's near this pool, but it's not much of a pool, and it's definitely not a house. It's more of like a tool shed. And what's really amazing about this kid is his dad is on crack and out of the picture, and his mom's been out of the picture, and yet he has really self-started to the point where he got a 3.7 GPA this year in school, and is graduating from high school, actually just graduated from high school. I'm going to play a little clip of sound that I got here that I'm going to use in the story of him talking about, how he gets done, what he gets done.
You'll do whatever that's in your power to do it.
And for you, what was that thing that you really wanted?
I wanted my education. I love it. I love it. I just love it, period. I literally had to be dead sick in bed where I'm in aching pain that I can't even think about education. That's what's got to keep me away.
He's a remarkable kid. The story's not done yet. I'm still working at it, but I promise I will have it done for tonight's evening news. Hope you watch it.
So that's this Friday edition of First Look. Any big plans for the Memorial Day weekend that you can talk about that you're not embarrassed for other people to know about?
No, not at all. I intend to spend all the time with my son and enjoying the weather.
And how old is he now?
He's 8.
Oh, that'll be so fun. A little baseball, maybe?
Oh, baseball, soccer, a lot of that.
A lot of sports. By the way, I like that shirt.
Yeah, I should tuck it in if I'm going to do TV,
No, it's
I think.
okay. You look nice. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it for us. Please join us tonight on the CBS Evening News with Chris Dynan and Katie Couric. Have a great weekend, everybody.